these extremes. Like, it's very frustrating and it's very limiting because at the same time, yes, I'm an actor and I can play straight, have played straight, you know, but also as I do other things, I'm not interested anymore. Like also like I think and it's also like there are more stories, and I also feel like
let's get some nuanced stories.
Yeah. And even like as an actor too, I think it's also more like the fact that I'm on a web series right now where I get to play gay character, and I think that's one of the few and more that's like
shout out to
it's like shout out to Slightly Perplexed. It's now streaming on YouTube.
Period.
But at the same time, it's like there's so much freedom a lot. I think also in like being able to explore like even details and idiosyncrasies within queer characters as a Black queer man. That I think you can't always explain, that you always have to like in the same way of like a you know, straight characters or even characters that are just like straight. Or you know, so it's like getting to find the fullness and well-roundedness of like Black queer characters as well. So that's like this whole other thing. But yeah, I can go down a rabbit hole. But essentially, the same thing. I think like sometimes seeing the variety in characters, I think as an actor is like it's challenging because you want there to be more than just like
this stereotype.
Of these characters. But like. We ball anyway, but I think that's the freedom of also like the day and age too now, of being able to like write your own kind of characters. But you know, if you can, please do, and if you enjoy doing it, please write more, because you know sometimes some people don't have want there to be more of those works, and you know but they don't have the. Maybe they're not a writer, you know what I'm saying? But they're like, but I want to be in this thing, so like do that thing.
And you know what? Maybe collaborate, bitch. Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
Say, I am a straight writer, but I want to write this queer character. Maybe collaborate with a queer person and don't just write like a flat character based on like, I don't know, the one fucking person you know, or something you've seen on TV. Get in the room with the other people. That's a frightening thing, but I think it could be beneficial.
I agree. Work with the girls.
Work with the
girls. I wonder if what a world it would be if there were, I feel like more like creative houses. I think that could be kind of interesting. Like where.
How do you want a house coming soon?
Where you live with like other creatives and you write projects or direct or photo shoots. And you feed off each other's, like energy and collaborations, and there's a music studio where people can, record music and tap into. I feel like those kind of creative spaces would be a great thing for people. I think that'd be fun. I don't know if they exist. I don't know if people ever live. I know there's some like programs and fellowships where you live together for a certain amount of time, but I can imagine that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, there's one that I'm thinking about. Don't know the exact name of the collective, but they have an Instagram called For the Girls.
Oh yes,
they're
I know For the Girls,
and they Siren is the name of the collective.
Okay.
They have something like that where they have different creatives and they come together and do different projects. They're fabulous.
I love that. I think that's so
shout
dope.
out to Siren and For the Girls, IG, friend of the show. Go see them live too. But yeah, so there are groups like that. I think there could be more. I think it's a great idea.
I think it's fab. Like I think because I think about the ways that you can't create in a silo, right? Like you can't create like by yourself. Like it's not. I mean, well. I'm not going to mention that director's name, but let's not even go there.
Yeah.
But like, ideally, you don't. And I think some of the best art comes from collaboration and working with other people, and other people inspire other people and bringing new ideas that you wouldn't have ever thought of, and I think it's a beautiful thing. So,
or maybe somebody can flesh something out.
That you didn't, or maybe it's written in a way that makes something beat a little bit differently that you never did or think of before. So I think it's a really beautiful tool, and I mean I would love to. So if you're creative out there and you want to collaborate,
acting, writing, Shuffington,
yes,
me,
producing
music mostly.
Okay.
That's up, maybe.
You know, also an acting coach extraordinaire. So Rob helps me with my lines as well. So that's also another thing.
I am nobody's actress,
but you know,
but I tried.
You know, boom, a person to have on sets. Okay, hello.
Pop out and do a little one too.
Boom. But yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think it's something that you know, especially when I think about, especially after this election, and I think about what it means to. I think one of the questions that I think have also been coming up is like, what does it mean to also be in community with people, and defining what real community is, right? Not just like in just saying it, but also in action. And I think about just like the artistic community and the queer creative community. Like, what are things that we can do in action, tangible things that we can do to build community, but also like we're in America too, like, and build like credits, right? Like build careers, help each other build each other's careers. Like definitely like take what Issa Rae said, like build I think it wasn't even Issa Rae who said it. It was one of her friends who said it, and she stole it. She was like, "Oh, my friend said it." But you know, credit to the friend.
Credit to
whose name I can't is escaping me. But build a table around you and like do that for real. But like take steps, actionable steps to do it. And so like reach out to people, talk to people about things you want to do, and make it happen. So you should do it, and you know, and reach out and speak up and things about that. So things like that, about things like that.
I hope my hi sister.
Okay. Oh.
And on that note, that's gonna wrap up this week's episode. Follow us on Blue Skies and do the letter you want it. We'll follow back. It'll be great. And all that jazz.
So you know where to find us.
Period.
In the ghetto.
Thank you for listening.
That's what I know for sure.
We gonna get out of here. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Woo.
Great.
It's recording.